We have trained our brain to adopt unhealthy habits, but apparently we can use that to our advantage and train it instead to form some healthy tendencies.
Let's do that.
So today we have Precision Spine Care with us. Guy Danielson, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Great.
We're doing great. How are you?
Wonderful.
Good, good. So what are some of these scientific discoveries regarding the brain and all of this healthy attitude adoption?
Well, for years we thought that the brain, literally when I was in school, they said, okay, your brain grows to a certain age, like maybe when you're in your late teens, and then it quits growing, and from then on in it's just downhill and it just gets worse.
Oh, that's
and worse.
depressing.
Very, very. But actually, what's happened is that there's a lot of discoveries made that your brain never quits growing, even when you get very old. And so the way that works is you're actually, when your brain improves, when you learn something, when you think, when you concentrate, you're actually laying down electrical circuits in your brain just the way a computer would work. So you are programming your brain to do what your brain does, what you tell it to do.
Oh, look at that.
So sometimes you tell it to do stuff that's not so good.
That makes sense.
Well, I've often heard that for old citizens, in the community that are older, that it's good to keep them up, I guess any age, right, to keep the brain active, but do something maybe it's out of your comfort zone. What are some things that people can do to exercise it?
Well, really anything that you do in the way of mental activity, mental power, thinking, concentrating, learning, memorizing, learning a language, and you can actually develop stress reduction techniques with by certain activities that you do. There's tons and tons and tons of books that are available and programs. As a matter of fact, if you get on Amazon or whatever, you can see like 10,000 books on how to improve yourself. It's all about self-improvement, and the interesting part is that most people live in a world that is essentially negative.
Right.
About 85% of our thoughts are negative, and so if we don't train our brain, then somebody else is training it for us, and we're getting only 25% positive, 75% negative. And so the difference, if you're going to break a habit, if you're going to get better at anything, then it's going to be because you put mental effort into it.
Right, so you're talking about this negative atmosphere that we're in a lot of the time, which includes a lot of stress management. So how would you train your brain to deal with all of that?
Well, you have to. There are exercises that you can do, and some of it is called meditation, some of it is called mindfulness. There are techniques that have been around for centuries, that breathing exercises. You can also train your brain by writing. You can write down, people keep a little journal, they call it a gratitude journal, and you think about the positive things. In the course of a day, you run across a lot of negative things, and if you just take some time at the end of the day or the first thing when you get up and go, well, I'm just going to write down all the good things that happened to me yesterday, and then that is a message that goes to your brain. It's just like programming a computer. If you have a computer and you're putting junk in it, then when you turn the computer on, here it comes.
Right, so you just want to focus on the positive.
Right, absolutely.
Which is a great key to living life in general,
Absolutely,
actually.
that's the whole point.
Right.
Well, and to learn more, I guess we can Google or maybe contact you, right?
Precision Spine Care?
Yeah, yes. We have a lot of stuff on our website about it.
Great. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll have all this on our website as well, so you can always check it out there.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you
Nice to
very
be here.
much.